Hi everyone, and welcome back to episode 31 of the weekly update. Let's not waste any time and get straight into it. The problem I had the previous week was that it was too hard for me to basically get started doing something productive. It was a too big challenge, so I often just put it off. And have I solved that problem? I wouldn't say that I have. In fact, I believe that in some ways this past week has been even worse because I have just not had any time to be doing any productive work. And when I say I haven't had any time, I maybe should adjust that to I haven't given myself time, because we all have the same amount of time, but I have just been doing other things with my time. Some things which I can't really control, or which are harder to control at least, and some other things are just my fault that I haven't prioritized right. For example, if it comes to the evening, then my brother, for example, he always wants to play a bit of cards every evening. I have a hard time saying no, so often what happens is that we play for maybe like 20 minutes, and then after that I will have to continue working or continue to create a video for the day. So then it's really late, and then I go to bed a bit too late, or it's just a bit stressed in the evenings. That's one example. Another example is that when I come home from school, I don't go straight to productive work, or I don't go straight working out. I often give myself like 20-30 minutes just relax a bit. So then I'm on my phone scrolling or watching some YouTube videos. Then that habit just continues throughout my whole afternoon and evening. So I don't get into this productive work or productive mindset until really late. And what it comes down to, I believe, is making the hard choice, which is often the right choice in every moment. And that is, I believe, maybe a too big ask for me. I don't feel like I can always make that hard choice, or at least I haven't done it for the past weeks. So I believe that I have to change something in order to be able to do that. And one thing that I could change is, as I talked about the previous week, to make it more tempting or to make it easier. The only thing that comes to mind straight away right now is to cut out other distractions, or to cut out my phone, because that is my main distraction. So if I don't have that, well, then instantly work becomes way more tempting. So that's, I believe, my only idea. And I believe that that is a good idea, because my phone is taking so much time, and I have tried so many times to beat my phone addiction. It has never really worked, or it hasn't worked 100% at least, because if I look back to myself from a couple of years ago, I was definitely on the phone more back then. I have also eliminated a couple of bad habits that I had with my phone. For example, the first thing that I did when I woke up was to grab my phone and scroll for a bit. And the last thing I did before going to bed was watch some YouTube video or something. So I have eliminated both of those, which I believe is very good. If you're watching your phone right before you go to bed or right when you wake up, I don't believe that is very good for you. I don't think that starting and ending your day with tons of stimuli for your brain is the best. I believe that you should maybe 30 minutes don't use your phone in the evening and the morning, and that is also well studied that is beneficial. I said in a previous video that this was going to be my transformation, that it's now or never, and I still believe that, but I feel like I haven't really lived up to that. And partly why that is, I believe, is that I'm going into this whole period, or this whole session with a totally dumb mindset, or I feel like I haven't learned anything from a year ago when I started. And that's because I'm going in with the mindset that it's all or nothing. And I'm not taking into account anything which I've learned, which is to improve small bits every day, to become 1% better every day, to just start and then improve, and over just a short or a long time you become unrecognizable. And all of that I have forgotten now. It's at least seemed that I didn't have it in mind when I started this, because then I was going in with the mindset of all or nothing. And I'm not sure why, but going all in on something, I think that is it's very tempting for me. Well, you see all of these things on social media, all of these posts, all of these motivational things that go all in or looking now for the next 90 days, and maybe there is something wrong with that, or maybe there is something not 100% correct with that, because from my experience and from what I've learned and what I've read, it's better to slowly but surely improve. And that's not to say that you aren't going to do hard things, and that's not to say that you are just going to take it easy. Obviously you need to challenge yourself every day, but you can't expect wonders from yourself once you're a total beginner, or you can't expect yourself to make linear progress. It's more of an exponential progress which you're aiming for. So that's meaning that you just make steady improvements in the beginning, or you improve by 1% every single day, and by day 100 that 1% is a way bigger part improvement than compared to the first day. That's number 2, or to improve 1% every day, make small progress. Yeah, you understand my point. And point number 3, or to my goal number 3, is my personal brand, or rather to try something new, or to just reflect on what has been working, what has not been working. Try to just figure something out there, because as it is right now, I'm not seeing any growth, and that is my main goal for this year, to make that work, and to generate some income also through that, or to build a bigger audience there. So what can I do there, and not just say that I'm going to reflect on that? What can I actually do there? I think that the first thing that I can try is different posting times, because right now I'm only posting my videos basically at the same time every day, and that is a very late posting time in my time zone. So I want to try to experiment with different posting times and see if that has any impact on the reach which my videos are getting. Number 2 is trying to figure out my why, or trying to figure out why people are going to want to watch me, or why people should watch me. Because I believe that is one of the most important things for a small creator like me, is to figure out why should people watch you. What's different with you? What's special? What unique takes do you have? Or what journey are you on which people could take inspiration from or just follow? So that is number 2. Why should people watch me? And if I'm just going to come up with a short answer right now, and then I can maybe compare it to when I've done a bit more thoughts on it next week. So why should people watch me? I believe that's because I'm someone who's ambitious, and I want a lot of things. I want to live a successful life. I want a lot of these things, but I haven't gotten there yet. I'm sort of in the beginning of my journey. So that's one reason, that to just follow someone who wants a lot but hasn't really achieved much on the journey to someone who has achieved much and who is at that place where the past version of himself wants to be, if that makes sense. So that's part number 1, to follow my journey of success. Reason number 2 is quite opposite to reason number 1, but it's also because I have been in some dark places, and I have come quite a long way on from that place or on my journey already. So I maybe have some knowledge, or I do have knowledge on what has helped me, and what parts have helped me on that journey. And part number 3 is, I feel like there are a lot of people who are like me, who has been in a dark place, who have seen what is possible, who aren't like, how I'm going to phrase this correctly, who have seen what is possible and know that they can achieve that. They just have to put in the work and do the right things to be able to live the life that they want to. They aren't yet fixed into this mindset, which most people are, that they're just going to work a normal job, they're going to go to school, they're going to then work, and then they're going to then be stuck in this cycle of just making not much money and saving it, then going on vacation and spending all of their money, and ultimately being enslaved to the system. I know that sounds cheesy, but if you look at it objectively, a lot of people are quite miserable and stuck in a cycle which they can't escape. So I believe that is part number 3, that I can be a bit relatable on having all of these goals and actually trying to pursue that, and making mistakes on the journey and sharing them. So I think that I can be relatable. Alright, I will end it with those 3 things. And then I will see if I can come up with anything better for the next week, which I can share. Let me know if you found any of this interesting or good in any way, and leave a commenting something, and I will get back to you. Until next week, take care and accomplish great things.